Hi everyone, this is Crafty Decoria and I hope you're all doing great. So for today's Dollar Tree Craft with Me, I will be creating a decor piece, one that I love to make with Dollar Tree items. I will be making a heart tic-tac-toe board. Now this piece is not only going to be fun to play with the whole family, but when you're not playing with it, then definitely you can use the pieces as coasters. All of the items that I will be using to put this piece together are from Dollar Tree 100%. So what I have are some wooden panels from the Dollar Tree, 9 in total. I have these wooden hearts that I absolutely love. They have a really nice beveled edge all the way around. 9 for the actual board, but I will be making a few extra pieces as well. I have some Dollar Tree nautical rope, and then I will be using the Dollar Tree acrylic paint in black, brown, I believe that is burnt umber. No, it's espresso. And then I have white acrylic paint, as well as some Mod Podge, which you can either choose a matte or glossy finish. And that should be everything. Aside from that, I'll be using my hot glue and that's it. So if you care to see how I put this piece together, then keep on watching. Okay, so next up, I have lined up my wood pallets. So I have 3 rows of 3. And what I'll do is I'll start gluing 1 row at a time, and then I will glue the rows together to form one complete tic-tac-toe board. Here, all of the wood panels are now glued together. Now, I decided for my tic-tac-toe board to add an extra step. You definitely do not have to add this step. Because this piece is a farmhouse piece, it is okay if the panels look a little bit off-centered or if there's gaps in between in some areas where I have glued my wood panels together. But I think I'm going to use some gigantic craft sticks to cover up especially these areas here. I may leave this as it is, but I might just cover them up for the fact that it'll look more evenly finished. For sure, I will be gluing some on the back just because this way I feel it will reinforce this piece and keeping it all together. And then the width of these gigantic craft sticks fit really nicely in between the rows. So again, I think it'll just finish it off nicer. But if you want more of a rustic farmhouse uneven look, then just skip the craft sticks and then move on to the next step. Back, I did glue 4 gigantic craft sticks covering these lines in the back. Now for the front, I went ahead and cut and glued 1 gigantic craft stick already, but I didn't glue it all the way to the end because I want the border going all the way around. And so now I'll take another gigantic craft stick. I've already cut this end off. I just butt it up to the first one there. And then I marked off where I need to cut this one. So I'll cut that off and glue it in place, and then I'll do the same for this row. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing these pieces as well. Again, leaving the border all the way around. So I could have gotten away with using only one pack of the gigantic craft sticks, doing the back, this row, and then these two pieces. But for these ones here, because I couldn't get two sections out of one craft stick, I had to use one craft stick for each of these pieces here. So I ended up using 4 of a second pack, and then I have the extra pieces left over, which I will keep in my craft stash so that when I do another project using the gigantic craft sticks, I have these nice size pieces to use as well. Okay, so now all I have left to do with this piece is paint all my wooden pieces. Now, I did do a little bit of a change, not much. Originally, I wanted to use a Sharpie instead of the black paint, but I couldn't find it, and I just now looking for something else found my Sharpie, which is usually how it works. So instead of the black paint, I'll be using the Sharpie, but if you don't have the Sharpie, you can definitely use the black paint. So for my wooden board, I'm going to be using the espresso and watering it down a bit because I want to give it more of a stain look. Now, I really wanted to use my mini wax stain in walnut finish, but because I want to keep this 100% Dollar Tree, I decided just to use the acrylic paint. For my hearts, I'll be using the white, and I will be making it sort of a whitewash. Then with my Sharpie, I will do half of the hearts X's and half of the hearts O's. Now you could do this freehand, you could use a stencil. If you want to print the X's and O's off your computer and then transfer them on with pencil, there's many ways to do it. But definitely if you make this piece, make it all your own. Now I kept the colors very neutral because if I want to keep this piece out all year long, then it just goes with everything else that I have in my home. But if you decide to make this and you want to make it more seasonal, then definitely use those reds, pinks, yellows, blues, mint greens, and again, just make it your own. Once I have painted everything, I then will take my Mod Podge, which I pick up at Dollar Tree. They have it in the matte or gloss finish, and then I will give everything a couple of coats. So all I have left to do now is take my Dollar Tree nautical rope. This is where those scrap pieces really come in handy. I cut 2 equal lengths, and then I just will knot both ends of the nautical rope, and then taking my hot glue and my E6000 glue, I'm going to place one on each side of the tic-tac-toe board, and they will act as my handles so that I can pick it up with ease. And again, I will be using some E6000 glue. This way the adhesion is much stronger, and if I do have even glasses on top of the coasters in this tray, then I should be able to lift it up and it should be fine as long as it's not super heavy. But I would also say that if you did want to use it as a tray, then I definitely would go ahead and use the E6000 glue when gluing all the wood pieces together, as well as the gigantic craft sticks, because it'll make it super strong. Okay guys, so here is my Dollar Tree Farmhouse wooden tic-tac-toe board, and I absolutely love this one. If you've been a viewer of my channel, then you know that I love coming up with different ways of making tic-tac-toe boards. And this one is probably one of my favorites. One, because it is in the farmhouse look, and 2, because the pieces of the tic-tac-toe board, they double as coasters. I also love that because it's very neutral, I can keep this piece out all year long. And for this particular one here, I used the hot glue to put all the pieces together. I only used the E6000 glue for the handles, which you can see I can pick it up very nicely. But definitely, if you want to use this board also as a serving tray, then again, I would just recommend that you use an E6000 glue or an adhesive that's very, very strong and that's going to keep this piece together, because if you have glasses on there, you don't want this coming apart. But for me, I'll just probably be using this as a tic-tac-toe board and then using the coasters when we have company, hopefully sometime in the near future. So guys, that will do it. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my coffee, but I will put the last piece on my board, and that will do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, I really hope you did. Please give it a thumbs up, share the video if you can, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love and appreciate it if you did. As always guys, you take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye guys.